Good to be back in the Scotland camp after such a long absence for you.
Yeah, it's been a long time. 10 months, which obviously getting 2 positive results in November, we couldn't really see that it was going to be that long until we played an international game again. So obviously everything went on. Took more importance than football as a whole, but yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back involved in the squad again, and back with the lads. And I think you see that, well, the way we've trained this week. Everyone's had a smile on their faces, and you can tell we're all happy to be back and happy to represent our country again.
You always speak about the importance of the fans at Hampden. How strange is it going to be?
Yeah, look, obviously I play with a fantastic club with amazing fans that we've had to get used to. Playing in front of an empty Anfield, which has been tough, and it's going to be tough at Hampden again. You've got nobody to kind of push you on. You've got nobody to cheer your goals or push you up the pitch or whatever. If need be, then you need to create your own atmosphere, and that's what all the lads have had to do at club level, and it's about taking that into international level. It's about being 100% concentrated, about, like you said, creating our own atmosphere, creating that our own way of playing, and making sure we're on top. Because sometimes if lads do switch off that split second, then fans are quick to tell you, but it's up to us to make sure that doesn't happen. So it's going to be a challenge, but it's no different to what we're doing at club level just now. So we've all had enough practice that hopefully we're used to it now.
How much can you learn tomorrow night against Israel that will help in the playoff coming up as well?
Yeah, look, they've obviously changed their manager, but I do genuinely believe that it will have, whatever happens tomorrow night will have no bearing on what happens next month. It's a semi-final, it'll be a one-off game, so I think positive or negative result tomorrow, I don't think it will have much bearing. But of course, playing against a new manager, maybe a new system, new personnel, whatever, it will give us a little insight on who plays and things like that. But I don't think it will. Of course, we can take hopefully confidence from it. We're looking for a positive result. We want to win tomorrow to get our Nations League campaign off to a good start. That's first and foremost. But next month's game will take care of itself when it comes round.
Just wondering, Andy, because as I mentioned in the absence of fans, does that put almost a greater onus of responsibility on you as the team captain?
Yeah, look, it can do, but it's up to more than just me to create that. I can't see everything on the pitch. The lads, we all have to be more vocal. We all have to make sure we get, there's no excuse when there's no fans there. Sometimes you can say I shouted but they didn't hear me or whatever, that excuse goes out the window. So we all need to be more vocal. We all need to make sure we're talking to each other, because communication's a big part of the game. Not people don't have eyes in the back of their heads that they can't see things, so it's up to the people behind them to tell them where to be and where they want them. So hopefully we'll be vocal, we'll be demanding tomorrow night. I certainly will be. I'm usually quite vocal on the pitch anyway, and so are a couple others. So it's up to getting 11 leaders on the pitch. That's what ideally you want. You want 11 people leading by example and putting in a good performance, and hopefully we get that tomorrow night.
Has it been a bit of a learning experience playing in the empty stadium? Yeah,
look, it's been different. I do believe that football, and as footballers, we're in the entertainment business, and we play to play in front of fans. That's as simple as that. Football has never been the same without fans, and the quicker but the safest way possible to get them back in, I believe we should do it. But like I said, football took a back seat when coronavirus came along, and everything that goes along with it. People have lost lives, so unfortunately fans being back in the ground isn't a priority. But once this is all over and once we can get fans back in the ground, then I'm sure everyone involved in football will welcome them back.
As you mentioned, it's been a while since you've played international, since anyone's played international football, but Scotland had been building up a wee bit of momentum with 3 wins on the bounce. How do you keep that going?
Yeah, look, three unbeaten. I suppose if we could take the examples, we've probably been 11 months without a defeat, so I think the gaffer's holding on to that one. So look, 3 games, we were building momentum, like you said. I know a lot of people can say the campaign was over, we couldn't qualify, but it was important we finished it strongly. It was important we finished as high up at the table as we could, and we've done that. And now we hope to build that momentum, because there's no hiding away from it. The Nations League's really important to us, but the big games are, the semi-final and hopefully the final that follows in October and November. So it's about trying to lay a foundation. It's trying to keep the positivity in the camp for these next 2 games, putting in 2 positive performances and getting good results, and hopefully we can take that confidence into the next game.
How much better are you feeling about yourself, Andy, arriving here as a Premier League winner?
Yeah, it's nice. I won't get bored of people saying that, especially for Liverpool. We know how important having that Premier League into the trophy cabinet was for the club, and it was important for the players. So look, I think since the last time we played, quite a few of the lads have won trophies or promotion and things like that. So it's important, when people are playing at the highest level and people are fighting for big competitions, then it makes a big difference. So look, for me, being a Premier League winner is a massive achievement, and hopefully I can do it again this season, but that's for other things. But now the next achievement I want is to take Scotland to a big tournament, and we've got the chance to do that in the next 3 months.
Is that winning mentality something you'll be trying to impart to the players? Yeah,
and we're lucky in terms of there's quite a lot of people that have that winning mentality now. There's people playing at the top level, like you said. Tierney's won 2 trophies in the space of a couple of months. Cooper's been promoted. Celtic have won the league. Rangers have started unbeaten. So in terms of that, there's winning mentality up and down the squad now when you look at it. So it's about trying to get as much as that as possible. It's about trying to get lads playing. When you're winning games, it's easy to get your confidence and it's easy to play at your best level. So it's about trying to keep that going, keep the lads going, and keep that winning mentality going the whole season, because if it is, then Scotland will be in a better place for it.
How do you think the intensity of looking to break 30 years for a club going without winning a league title compared to trying to break 22 years of Scotland not getting to a major tournament? Is it something that, having won the European Cup and the Premier League now in the last 2 seasons, are you used to it? Is it, or will it feel like more now that it's another kind of barrier that you're trying to overcome with Scotland this time?
Well, look, it's very similar in terms of Liverpool fans demanded the Premier League, and I think the Tartan Army definitely demand that we go to a major championship. And look, there was a lot of work and everything that went into Liverpool trying to win, the Premier League. There was a lot of heartache and things like that. So, the story between Liverpool and Scotland are probably very similar over the last 22 years, unfortunately. I've put one of them right, and I hope to put the other one right, because I know, I've been in squads, probably more so under the Strachan era, that a lot of the experienced lads, you could see how desperate they were coming near the end of their career, that was the one thing missing. Darren Fletcher and Scott Brown are perfect examples, 2 unbelievable captains for this country, but the one thing, and they've achieved so much in their game, but the one thing that hurts them is not taking them to the championship. And now, as lads, we've got a chance to put that right for ourselves. It's a relatively young squad, but we've got a chance to then, try and get Scotland back to major tournaments and then build on that. So that's the first hurdle we have to overcome. Look, we'll focus on that come October and hopefully November, but it's certainly in the back of the minds that we all want to achieve that, and there's no prouder thing than representing your country, but I think what we've not felt and we've not done is represent them in a major tournament, and by talking to a couple of the other lads at the team, then that will take it to a whole new level.
Andy, fitness-wise, how are you getting on in the Premier League, boys? Obviously you played in the Community Shield last week, but many wouldn't have played full 90 minutes competitive matches in a month, 6 weeks.
All I can go off is training, to be honest, and training's been of a high standard. Maybe at the start of the week we worked that wee bit harder, because like you said, it's the start of pre-season and things like that, and there shouldn't really be many sore legs and stuff, especially the lads that play in England, because we've not had a competitive game. So the fitness looks good. It doesn't look an issue for me. It's certainly not. I've had a full pre-season with Liverpool, pretty much 9-10 days away in Austria. Double sessions most days. Played 2 games, and then, like you said, we had a full week to prepare the Community Shield. So for me, I'm into my season already. I feel fit. I feel as fresh as I can be, and it's about now to go and attack the game tomorrow night and not worry about your fitness, because like you said, if a couple are struggling, then we've got a strong bench that can replace them. So it's about giving your all when you're on the pitch, and then the manager, if he sees you're getting tired, then I'm sure he's got people that are willing on the bench that they want to come on and make an impact. So we're not concerned about it. Of course, it's a wee bit out of the ordinary, but it's something that we have to deal with. But on the flip side, we only had 2 weeks off, so I don't think a lot of fitness was lost over that time.
How much are you looking forward to playing with Kieran Tierney again? Have the 2 you spoken at all about his positioning, the pair of you?
Look, that's up to the manager. The manager can deal with that in terms of positioning. Of course, once the team comes out, then me and Katie will speak if if we're both selected, and if not, then we'll deal with that. But look, that's something. Katie's a fantastic player. I think the biggest question in Scottish football is probably how to get us both in the team, and me and Katie are probably secretly sick of that question getting asked. We're not the manager, so we don't make that decision. It's up to the manager. But look, he's a fantastic player, fantastic lad, and the fact that he's not been involved in Scotland for the last 2 years is we've felt that, so it's good to have him back. He's been brilliant in training, and he's been brilliant for Arsenal the last 6-7 weeks, so it's a good sign to have him back playing at the highest level, and having these players in the squad always help.
Andy, what have you made of Lyndon Dykes, his first squad, and as a character, what does he bring to the group?
Yeah, he's been excellent. He's fitted into the squad as if he's been here many a time. I don't think, obviously he's got an Australian background. They definitely don't play table tennis over there by the looks of things from last night's performances from him. But he's settled into the squad really well, and that's what you need. You need characters that come in and don't shy away from being in the Scotland squad. That embrace it, and he certainly embraced it. He's already made a big impact on the squad off the pitch. So hopefully he can do it on the pitch as well if he gets selected. So look, delighted he's picked Scotland. Hopefully he can give us another option up top. Look, we know we're short, especially this camp with injuries and call-offs and things like that, so he's a big option for us, and hopefully he's an option for many years to come.
You mentioned earlier this is quite a young squad. Do you feel that is actually a positive in some respects, because there's not just a winning mentality in there, but there's with youth sometimes you get a bit of lack of fear as well about what's going to happen. There's no scarring from.
Yeah. Look, you're 100% right, and hopefully we can show that. There's. I'm probably one of the oldest players in the squad, and I'm only 26, which doesn't make me feel the best. But look, we are a young squad. I hope we're fearless in training. It's looked excellent out there this week. So, but it's about it's the easiest thing training well. It's the hardest thing then going and putting that into a match. So look, we need to do that. We need to then put in performances that. Everyone can see, so hopefully we can do that. But look, we've got an exciting squad. We've got an exciting young squad that can only get better with experience, and hopefully if we can give them that, and give them a platform to go and play and the confidence, then you'll start seeing a much more successful Scotland, because I think it's paining everyone in the country just now that we've not been to a major tournament in so long, and we're in control of that just now to try and put that right. And I can tell you that all the lads back there are determined to do that.
A lot of speculation about Lionel Messi going to Manchester City next season. How much have you considered the prospect of playing against him?
Yeah, I've considered it. I hope it doesn't happen, of course. From a complete selfish point of view, I hope it doesn't happen. Hopefully he stays at Barca. But look, he's one of, if not the best player to ever play the game. So for him to go to one of your nearest rivals is probably never a good sign. So look, he's a fantastic player. I've got no doubt if he came to the Premier League he'd bring the exact same quality and same passion and everything he brings at Barca. So look, for us, I think Liverpool have ruled out that we are going to sign him. So for me, I don't want him anywhere near the Premier League, and hopefully it stays that way. But look, we'll wait and see what happens with that. Obviously, you can see the uncertainty at Barca. I think everyone can see that, and hopefully to get it resolved. But if he comes to the Premier, we'll deal with it. It'll be great for the lads to play against them, because I've played against them twice, and it's the hardest games I've ever played. So you need to stay on watch against him at all times, and he can pop up out of nowhere. So he's a fantastic player, like I said, probably the best ever player game. So but hopefully he stays in Spain for me.